Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be going over the first two chapters of Wolf Bride. So this is the new VIP book that is the Wolf book. And so first chapter is Hunt's Peak. So we see as it said, like we're gonna have a dream. So we have this dream like a wolf is chasing. Then we see in the dream like we know the wolf. Then we sort of we have this romantic scene, a little bit of the wolf. Then suddenly we wake up and we see like we're in the car and that has crashed. So and we suddenly see someone is helping, and again that person who's helping us, that is the same person as they were in our dreams. So and that is the Bastien. We know the Bastien, the male love interest. So this is sort of what was in Nanny Affair. Like we see our love interest in the dream, and this is exact coincidence. So we were stunned, like how we can see Bastien even before we met him in our dream. So we have this conversation with Bastien, and sort of it seems like Bastien already knows, like we had the dream, it was about him, so and his conversation. So it was really weird. And then we see another car approaching, and then we meet our second Morgan. So now there was an animosity between Morgan and Bastien. We see like Bastien was accusing Morgan of being a scientist and destroying the nature and natural resources and everything. And on the other hand, Morgan was blaming Bastien for being vulgar or not safe. And you know two men who were with Morgan, they were threatening Bastien. So but we have this diamond scene that you can go with Bastien. He would show you little a water source and everything. So you have this time, so you'll get to know more about him a little bit, but not too much. And then just to say like the roads and the lake. So if you remember from It Lives series, you will see the road of It Lives in the woods, and it lives in beneath the river. It was similar, so that was awesome. And then next we see like the town's name is Hunts Peak. It's a very small town, and our mother was from here, but she left, and we were raised away from here. But we heard about Hunts Peak. Our mother never told us about this, and we came here just to know about our mother's roots, our roots, why our mother left the town, and what mysteries are there. So we are here to unfold everything. So now we have our uncle here, so we go to our uncle with the hope like he would tell something about our mother, but he doesn't say much. But it's a grim face he makes whenever we bring up our mother. He says like our mother married our father, who was an outsider to this town, and she went away. So now as to why she went away, we don't know. But then after with this conversation with our uncle, we go to this buck place, I think, that is basically bar, and there we meet some some people. And then two people naming Jade and Isabella, they came and they basically kidnap us, like not like kidnapping but forcefully. They took us away in the woods, and in the woods we see people were getting ready for a ritual. And there was Bastien, and that's the second chapter, the bonding. When you were abducted from a bar and taken into the woods, who and what will you find waiting? So in the bar, we saw Lila. She was pregnant, and she was telling how her husband lives outside of the town. We're bonding with her, but suddenly those two people who Lila seems to know, Isabella and Jade, they took us away in the woods because we need to complete some rituals. And we see Bastien there. So at first we're dumbstruck. Then we see like they were talking about some bonding. So at first we see there's this bonding between our main character and Bastien. But then we see the bond breaking because we see Morgan. So as you say, this love triangle. So we have some special connection, though we didn't know either of them till this day, but suddenly we are feeling like we have some special connection with Bastien and also with Morgan, with both of them, and the connection is equally strong. So then we see like we are we sort of we lose our all senses, and we wake up in a cave where there is bed and everything. We see Bastien there, so we get to ask Bastien about what is this. He explains this bonding, and from what he explains, you would see like this bonding is basically like a marriage. Like before marriage, the bride and bridegroom, they don't see each other. So similarly in the bonding, before bonding, they're not supposed to see each other, and that's sort of the same thing. And he said like, though we don't know each other, our main character and Bastien, we don't know each other, but we have a bonding of our soul since the day we were born and everything. So basically that's the name Old Pride, you'll guess. And then we get this diamond scene. Bastien will show us some of our past, he will show us something, the bonding, what it could be. And then we find out that Lila, who was in the bar, the pregnant woman, she's also one of this pack, and she's also in the woods. And we see, to mention, there's the whole wolf pack. We meet them, we talk with them. But as you remember, Isabella, she is probably the ex of, Bastien, or at least she has a crush on Bastien, and she likes Bastien. And she really is jealous because Bastien is not into her, but Bastien is into our main character. So, like, our main character is from the town, and probably Isabella, that she doesn't know that. What kind of connection we have with Bastien. Bastien knows it, and Bastien is the, alpha of the pack. So Isabella is just obeying his order, commands. So she is little jealous. And so, but other than, we get total support from them. And Lila's husband, we meet there. So, and now in this exclusive scene we also see Morgan, and we have this nice moment with Morgan. We can choose this diamond scene, we can take a stroll with Morgan, and we get to know a lot about Morgan. Like, he's an, scientist, ecological scientist, that is Morgan. So Morgan tells us a lot about this pack, that this pack is, according to Morgan, this is a vulnerable pack. Like, they want to protect the nature, and we also say we have this option. We can say, yeah, protecting, nature is important. So Morgan says, yeah, she's not denying that protecting nature is important, but at what cost? They protect the nature at the cost of people. They're just harming businesses, local businesses, and everything. Local people are dying. So Morgan, sort of, you know suspecting Bastien and his pack for the, death or the harm of the people. So sort of from here we can see there is this two polar opposition. So wolves, they're pretty close to the nature. We have seen in the, we have discussed this in the, video prediction also. So book prediction. So we see like this sort of this wolf, the Bastien, his crew, who live in the woods. So they all protect the nature at any cost. So that we are seeing. And Morgan, at the other hand, she does care about the nature. It's not like she doesn't care about the nature, but she also cares about the people. That's why they have this thing, like Bastien and Morgan, they can stand each other. So we see that, like, after a long time. And we ask also Morgan, like, did she feel anything last night? She definitely felt something, but she's not, disclosing anything this early. But we will get to know that as we proceed. So in the next, what we see is that we're walking into the woods, and suddenly we see Bastien calling from behind us, and he's telling us to go away with us. That our main character would be with Bastien, not with Morgan, but Morgan is forcing, and Morgan is between our main character and Bastien. So then Bastien and the two people who were with him, so the two men, they got angry, and they finally, as I told you, they're shapeshifter between human and wolf. So they're shifting the shape, from human to wolf. So we see that, and that was, what a great, that's a really great thing to see. Like, it was a, sort of quite freaking, and like, you would get what, and specifically if we're playing at night time. So it was really a good thing. So this is an interesting story, and we will see what happens next. And then Bastien says in his old form that she is mine, that is our main character is his, because after the bonding it's sort of a marriage, so we can't go anywhere. So that's what Bastien feels. But Morgan is standing in the way of Bastien and her. So my guess, in the third chapter we're going to be freaked out, and Morgan is going to save us, or something's going to happen. So we have to see. So it says that the transformation, did everyone really just turn into monsters, and what does that mean for you? So definitely that's the question that would be answered in the third chapter, releasing next Wednesday. So let me know, guys, how did you feel about this and this VIP book? It was really fun, to be honest. But let me know, how did you feel about it in the comment section. And also, a lot of people don't have VIP. So in the comment section, I'm linking this channel. So here you will see the walkthrough of this Wolf Pride book, but not just the walkthrough, but also the YouTuber in this channel. She also reads the story, so it's audio visual. So it you just don't read it. So sometimes when you read the walkthroughs, it's hard to keep up the pace with the speed of the video and you're reading. So it would be easier because you are listening at the same time you're seeing the story of choices in that YouTube channel. So for if you don't have VIP but you want to read it, so and if you don't think walkthroughs are really helpful, so then you can go through this channel. So you will see you will listen the story, and also you will see the writings, the story on the YouTube video. So audio visual totally. I'm linking it in the comment section. Thank you guys for listening in, and I will make sure to inform you when the next chapter releases. Thank you guys. Bye. Stay safe. And the transformation can happen in real world too.